All of the best games from the ad were gone when we got up there.
But he didn't ask.
Worth it much?
Yeah, so there's a couple nice ones in there, so yeah, I'll give you more than that, that's fine. When he brought out more games, he said $2 a game, we had 12.
I said, how about $100 for just these 3?
And he was like, okay. Welcome to garage sale season, baby. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, there's one in the bottom.
Make me a good deal on this one.
Chase after the right price.
Let's go.
All right, quick phone recording. We went to the first sale. There's not a ton. We should probably say what's going on today. Yeah. There's not many sales today, so we're just kind of picking. There were some advertised in the paper that Chase made a route, so we're gonna see what there is.
Yeah, there's like, it's raining, there's 7 advertised, but the one we're going to next has a bunch of video game stuff. They advertise them as we have some rare video games, so I'm thinking that they're gonna be priced pretty high, and there's gonna be a lot of competition there because it is the #1 picture in the sale. So we'll see how that goes, but we will certainly bring you guys along if we get anything interesting.
Yes. Okay, we're here. Showtime. There's already competition.
Here we go.
Bye.
Hold up. Let's pause this one right here. Present day Chase here. This sale is a classic example picked over the video games by a full-time reseller, local competition. He walked out with a box full of stuff. Good stuff, but he didn't get everything. Part of the reason is he didn't have enough knowledge. He didn't have, for example, the sports game list that's on Patreon, even the $100 games list. He missed some stuff that's pretty obvious that he should have gotten. And that stuff is over on Patreon if you're interested. Gain as much knowledge as possible so when you're out at a garage sale like this, you can pick everything that's good. But also the power of the ask was very strong, and we actually end up getting a game that is on the $100 games list from the ask. So stay tuned for that. And quick note, with these lists, the $100 games list and the sports game list, you can download Google Sheets and then download the lists so that when you're out in the wild, you can quickly reference them even if you don't have service, and be able to utilize them at garage sales. So make sure to do that if you're already in Patreon, and if you're going to join, download those lists. Sorry, go ahead. It's brand new, isn't it? Yeah. That's what brand. Like that? Yep. One right there. Yeah. Go.
Put it down for him.
Alright, our box is up there with the game.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright. Add this to our box.
Camera junkie, huh?
Yes.
Good luck trying to find my fallouts and stuff. Mario.
Okay.
The kids. So.
Yep. No, I got you. The Bible.
They wrote a book after this game.
Mario, or not Mario.
Yeah.
I missed that shit. What now?
The dehumidifier.
Oh, cool.
$20. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Rapunzel? Yeah, that's fine. Put it in here, put it in there, and they take them, put them everywhere. You wait a few minutes, I just want to clean up a little bit.
Zane likes that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is. Probably manhunt and bully.
We have this one. It's a tester.
Yeah. Good old frog.
How much is this? I was just gonna say
Joey.
There's Darth Vader. They made this.
Interesting. These loose plates.
Place to lay after. You don't need help.
It's a good thing we got all these. Would this be the official PS Vita?
Let's find out how much
Yeah, let's throw that in the pile.
$1 each if I'm all, but there's got to be at least one. These guys? Oh.
We got our pile. And these are what I picked out of that bin you brought.
Here's.
And we got 18
Drop this
infinity.
back. And
Left. Didn't think that was gonna happen either. Alright. Oh, and you guys take Infinity.
yeah, we
Yeah,
got
there's 18 figures. Yeah. We counted them as we put them in there.
There's a catch to this right now. Eli's coming up. There he
Well,
is.
you can look at that back. Mario doesn't care about those.
It's not Mars, Eli. I don't want to take their toys away. I didn't think they would be that hot. So these are the ones I need to look at, right?
Yep.
Oh, jeepers.
Let me use this one for look.
These? Is it worth it that much?
It's
This is the one that I'm really wondering about.
yeah.
'cause I
So
wanna know
there's a couple
where-
nice ones in there. So like, yeah, I'll give you more than that. That's fine.
That's
So yeah, I appreciate you bringing them out. So I want to.
alright.
Least I can do is show you that appreciation.
Alright, no, that's cool. A
he
dollar
took-
figure for those, right?
yeah, he just took two.
Wow, okay.
So now we're at 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
66. And then those ones are kind of all right.
Oh.
You take my talents.
Lots of these.
You just have that. 5, 10. What did I put on this one?
I think there was a card,
Was there a
maybe.
card with it?
I don't know if that was for
30?
that.
That's what I
Might-
thought.
It might be. If you,
Alright.
I'm not sure.
25, 85, 55. Doesn't really do said 150 plus 15, let's say. So 165.
65.
Yeah. You did. You had bar base now.
Yes.
Yep.
Got it down.
Yeah, go ahead and look at it.
Anything else you want to sell?
For that.
While we're here.
Anything else you want to sell?
Yeah, because these little pieces keep falling out. Thank you.
Should we swing back in like an hour and a half or so? Give you a little time.
You give me now no time, man. If you give me some more details on what you're looking for,
Like, I mean,
you guys just buy your stuff.
just, yeah, like, everything. Systems, games, controllers. Really not too
Give me a
picky,
few
but...
more hours because this is getting crazy. I don't
Okay.
know.
Let's give you a card.
My name's Chase, by the way.
Chase?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. Nice to meet you. Appreciate
I'd shake
the
your hand,
deals.
but
I understand.
have a good one.
Somebody did well in the beginning, but
I think we still did
we're gonna
really
end
well.
up doing better.
Yes. All right.
Let's do it pick up in a second.
Yeah.
What's up? My name's Will. I watch your videos and
You
stuff.
do?
Yeah. I actually have some video games in my car if you want to look at.
Dude.
That I picked up at sales.
Heck yeah.
I just look them up at sales and pick out some that I just had in my car. Not that many. Just
Okay. Yeah. You said
Sure.
no?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Well,
Well, I'm Chase. If we can put that together.
I saw the ad and I'm like, oh my gosh, if those guys aren't here, then
Somebody was here and got all the games that were out, but then we asked and he pretty much brought out.
still got some good
I just have
stuff.
a handful of games that I've been not taking out of my car after hitting some sales. I don't know if they're
This
any.
morning?
No, just over the course of a
okay.
couple weeks.
Nice.
A lot better than.
But
There's some decent stuff in there.
yeah, I mean, I
What's in
looked
the
up the
DS
prices
one?
on. It's like Shaman King,
Oh yeah, okay.
Master Spears.
GBA, nice. Can I check out the
Yeah, go
condition
ahead.
and everything?
Go ahead.
Sweet.
Sorry, you guys are like,
It's cool.
yeah, they sure are. I'm on vacation, so I've just been hitting some
Oh,
yard
really?
sales.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm glad it's not raining. Otherwise, none of this would
Yes.
probably
It
be
was storming
happening.
pretty good last night.
I
Yeah.
know. The weather's been kind of rough lately. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in everything depending on what you want.
Yeah, I know you guys got to make your money,
Yeah, and I want you to make yours.
and I looked up what was half the kind of median value on eBay.
Which came to
75. It's about close.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you looking for 75, or are you willing to come down a little bit?
Maybe.
60?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do 60.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
That works out good.
Well-
I'm glad I didn't take them out and bring them in the house
Right.
over the last couple weeks of
Seriously.
hitting sales.
That works out great.
Well, cool.
Yeah, thank you for stopping and saying something. We've had people comment on videos and be like, I saw you out garage. I'm like,
Say something.
just say something. It's just so
Right.
nice to be
We
able
like
to
meeting
meet
people.
you.
Right, yeah.
That's super cool.
May or beginning of June, it was a rainy, I think it was a rainy Friday,
Uh-huh.
and you guys hit a sale over in Otsego because I'm watching it, I'm like, that looks so familiar. And then I'm like, it was a nice older couple, the guy that, I think he does sports cards, like in shows or something, and
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we got, my wife and I got there like the day after you guys did, I think. It was like a
Okay.
Saturday, I think,
Yeah,
because
you
you guys
were
were here on a,
Friday.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know where he's at.
That's
And you
awesome.
comment, you're like, you're out in the boonies. I'm like, he sure is, because then you're like, I'm watching. The crazy thing is, you guys stopped at this sale, and it was the same place we went. My wife and I went. The
Yeah.
older guy where he was like trying to sell everybody everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the super funny guy.
Yeah, the funny guy, the funny one. So he's like, how about these? How about these?
Because I marked at 20, but I'd take
Yeah,
25
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Much
Mother
into
said,
that.
thank you.
Greatly
Yeah.
appreciate
Nice,
it.
nice to
Will.
meet you. Yeah. This has turned into a crazy morning.
All right, so Skylar's replacing a battery right now, so I wanted to do a quick little shout out to Will.
You're awesome, Will.
He's actually a local viewer, and this was the first time we met at a garage sale, so great dude.
Yeah, super cool.
He kind of said, hey, I watched the channel, got some games in the car that I've just been picking up over the last couple of weeks. Just hadn't unloaded them. He's like, "Did you want to buy them?" I was like, "Bro, you know it." So we went over. He said that they were going for about 75-ish on eBay conservatively, and I can get a little bit more for games on Amazon. So I was like, I could give you 60, and we made a deal. So pretty cool. There's Shaman King for GBA in that one. We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. I remember at the beginning of COVID that was selling for like 60 bucks. It was crazy. Simpsons Hit and Run. Can never go wrong with GameCube, Star Wars, Rogue Leader, and then the good old Mario All-Stars Nintendo Selects. So 60 bucks for all those. That was right after the first glorious video game sale. We're still planning on heading back to that video game sale at some point and hoping that he said he has more stuff that he wants to sell. He was just kind of overwhelmed by the fact that so many people were there.
There were a ton of people there for the advertisement he put out. Like, I'm surprised.
Ad.
I mean, they'll be cleared out of everything like pretty quick.
It was an ad. Like, you would not have expected the prices to be cheap, because I mentioned, you know, he called them rare games and all that kind of stuff. But most of the games were between $1 and $5, with the most expensive being $7.
Yeah.
That being said, all of the best games from the ad were gone when we got up there.
Yes. There's a guy that was leaving as we got there with a big box, so he probably got.
Yeah, there was a GameCube, a Wii, and then like Castlevania's on DS complete, and Champions Return to Arms for PS2, stuff like that, and some other good GameCube titles.
But he didn't ask.
He didn't ask. That's what
the power of the ask. Even if your competition is there, just ask.
Be resilient, because we could have walked up, saw him walking out with all the best stuff, and been like, we're just leaving.
Yeah.
But my goodness, we probably ended up walking out with more than he did, between the camera stuff, the Thomas the Train stuff, and then
got 15 more PS2 games, PS1, Twisted Metal was just a loose disc.
And even without the ask, he left like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on Xbox, I think, in like, what was it, Harvest Moon on PS4 for pretty cheap. There was some good stuff that he left, so a lot of times your competition doesn't know everything.
Yeah.
And like, don't get disappointed when you see the competition. Like I've said in the past, make friends with them, talk with them, and then especially make friends with the people having the sale.
Yes.
Treat them well. On the games that he brought out, I paid more than what he was asking, and this also happened.
He paid us to buy these.
Literally.
He gave us a buck.
Great Dad of the Year award. He said, "Hey, my daughter's selling these. Can you guys just go and be excited about buying one of them?" He gave us each $1. We were like, we would have done this anyways, but we didn't realize she was selling them.
Yeah.
So we were like, heck yeah, man. So, and she was thrilled.
Yeah.
It was adorable.
There were more than just us buying them too. I was disappointed. The one that I was looking at first, that lady got. So
yeah, that was cool. And hey, hopefully it pays off for more games later on.
If you see us out in the wild,
please
say hi.
Please say hi. Yeah. We've had people comment and say, "I saw you here," and we're like,
say something.
We would love to meet you. It was great to meet Will, great guy, and it's always great to meet other viewers. It doesn't happen very often, like very rarely does it actually happen. So
yeah,
please say hi. Guys have any video games, like Nintendo or PlayStation?
It's like the one thing we're lacking.
Yeah. Does it have anything with it?
I don't know.
Taz Polaroid?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yep. I think that's just too cool.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool. What is this?
Oh, another Sony.
Picture if that had stuff with it, it'd be okay, but it doesn't. So.
We have extra cords.
What's in these bags here?
Wow.
It's a collector's item.
Yep. I think it might just be.
Do you know if you have chargers or cords or anything for this?
I think they might be. I think this might be it right in here.
Oh, yeah, that looks like the charger.
what all the chargers and cords I have are in there.
Okay. We'll shuffle through and see what we can find here.
So I think this is the Sony
Yes,
one.
that looks like the charger.
This is another.
One. Now we just need a battery.
Not familiar with.
Is it Minolta?
Yeah. Maybe the lenses.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay. Oh, here's the Taz.
Oh, good at that.
Here's the battery case. Levy.
Yes. Yeah, that goes through there. It's about in the little bag there.
Yeah, look. It's a nice bag.
Yeah.
So we have
I wonder if they take the same battery.
2 chargers. They.
Yeah, this one has a battery. Yeah, they're the same.
Oh, there we go.
There's the second battery. Okay.
You got the back or message.
Yeah. Okay, we did find yet another camera of the same one, so
Yeah.
there was 2 batteries with it. How much did you want for camera stuff? We're interested in the 2 camcorders and then this cool little. But not this.
What are you gonna do with them?
Well, I've got an online shop and he's into camera stuff, so.
Yep.
Jedi misdirected. That's cool.
That is cool.
Okay. Be into it.
Using them for packing.
Alright, so I'm starting to think somebody just really likes Taz. There's another one here too.
Lot for it. DS games.
Yeah. Do you have a DS?
No, we don't, and I don't think the games are actually in those,
Oh, okay. Oh, darn.
if I remember correctly.
Oh,
You can have the boxes
Probably use them.
sure.
if you need them for software.
Right on.
Might as well.
I literally put them in here because I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw this in a free box, so you know. I asked my sister, I was like, do you have the games for these? She goes, no.
Alright, so.
Here's that ballot. Yeah, thank you. So are the baseball cards nearby, or are they?
We have a whole bunch in my basement at my house, and they're all the way across the town. Oh,
Okay. Should I leave a card with you or something?
yes.
In case you end up wanting to sell it?
Excuse me.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, just send me a text if you
I can do that.
some pictures of them and we'll go from there.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck moving and getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too. Well, I don't know if we should do a pickup or just keep going.
Yeah. We're having a morning. We've only been to 2. I guess we've been to 3. We didn't get anything at the first sale. But these cases are empty. They just gave them to us. They didn't have the games or any other games. 2 Sony Handycams. They're CCD TRV16. Haven't looked them up. And then the Taz Polaroids. So cool. Paid $20 for all the cameras, and the cases were free. And then this was $1. And this, like, it just really looks silver to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not rainbowy looking, and this is actually marked 14K. I don't know if it's like, but it just doesn't look right, so I don't think it's actual gold. But for $1, I was like, sure, I'll pick that up.
We're just gonna have to do a big
Yeah,
day
like,
because we got to keep going. It sounds like a lot of people aren't out because they were
competition
thinking
is
what
not-
we were doing.
Yeah,
Like-
nobody's gonna actually have their sale. It's actually Thursday, so it's the slow day, and we're pretty much just free picking.
This has been great
It's been a
so
remarkable
far.
start.
Lots of cameras.
Yes, camera day.
We think we might have just stumbled upon a neighborhood sale, or at least a couple
Two random sales on
But
advertise.
there are a ton of cars.
Hopefully we are in one.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, well, Chase is making me walk again. Just kidding. I mean, the next sale's like right here, so I'm not too worried.
It might be too small.
Do you guys have any like video games or anything like that? Any Wii stuff
think
or
so.
DS? Nothing.
No,
Hi.
we never got that.
That's all right. Ho ho ho! All right, I'm sold. I will take one bag of chips. Would you like a bag of chips, Chase?
Yeah,
All right, 2 bags of chips.
2 bags of chips.
And I will give you $2 and you can keep the change. How's that sound? I'm gonna take some Cheetos,
I'll take Fritos.
some Fritos. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Here we are.
All toys are 50 cents and less smart.
Oh, hello.
Have you had good luck grad selling today yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to the one on Applecroft?
Yes, we just came from there. Yep. Do you have the DS system or any other DS games?
A random one that came in a box from the
Okay.
neighbor.
Oh, gotcha.
And she's 87 years old, so I was really surprised that a DS game came from
Wow.
That's awesome. No old Nintendo or PlayStation or other games?
No.
Okay.
I had this. No. Thank you for the chips.
Get you a Venture Wii game. I know it's pretty rare.
Yeah, the Pokepart thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which one? All right, great. Is that your van? Hopefully.
No.
I got a circular saw. Yeah, I do
Circular
have that.
saw and
I
some
mean,
wood glue.
I mean, it's funny after you left, the guy you're talking to and stuff, he told me, you guys, because I had to ask about the camera. And
Oh,
your
yeah.
neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
I watched their channel. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, you told me you guys would do this. It's cool. Totally
Yeah,
good.
he's a cool guy.
Used to. I don't. Tour. Oh, they're back too. But I mean, I do have a lot of other stuff, but it's like I don't know how to even approach it right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you want us to take a look, make you offers, or?
You can just kind of say yes or no and no offense at all.
What do you guys for just games, you mean, or
Yeah.
Just anything, yeah.
Game systems, yeah.
game systems?
Games and systems.
We're not going to offer on your couch or anything.
I thought you had the couch.
Pokemon cards, sports cards, I'm into those too. But
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That's I got a lot of sports cards, but they're mostly I don't think they're worth your time. 80s. They're not really
Okay.
worth it.
Yeah.
Block them away. Let's do it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Will we take 15?
Yeah, I got. Oh, they probably Really? I know you mean probably everything there. That's actually pretty price, but let's see which ones are there. Mario Party.
Worst of the GameCube Mario Parties.
I know, right?
I got Mario Party Pride,
Yeah,
4, 6, and 7.
You saw how much I paid for it.
Yeah,
10 years
I
ago.
know. Like, that's a nice garage sale sticker.
I can't do this one.
Okay.
Just because the kids play with it still.
What if you threw in
Actually, I
like,
play with
like
it.
one
I
of
can't lie.
these two? Like, just kept it
I
at
can't.
100.
I just can't. No, I can't.
This one? Just trying to make something
You're
happen.
being
and
fair,
it'd be
and I know,
super
I'm
fair.
cool with
Yeah.
that. Old school Chip and Dale.
Don't have a second one of that either, do you?
No, I don't.
Those are both
Rare though.
pretty rare, yeah. There's Vita in here.
And to me, it's not so much about being rare; it's about being fun.
I agree.
You know.
Cool. You got everything?
Yep.
That's twice as much. Drop this girl's plane.
I don't think you had it on you. Is it in the car? I don't remember you holding it.
Did they say anything about these?
Holy cow. Oh, shoot.
Just took them out and put them there.
Don't do that.
Ooh, good hinges.
Things to get excited about.
Put in another 25. I'll call it good.
Sure.
So
Sweet.
425 or all that junk.
425 all together.
Oh, you're together. Cool.
Yes.
For a small little it's crazy.
I know.
I know it's small,
Our
but it's
video
worth a
games
lot.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just
Must
like
be,
she
have a market
can't even
that-
fill up the car.
Oh, you can't. It's heavy.
It'd be
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, that's the reason why I don't really sell my consoles.
Yeah.
Then I lose money shipping.
Right.
That, and like I said, I don't, at this point, they're,
If you're working 8
Future-
hours a week and a regular job, like that's a lot to add.
well, hopefully,
There's 4 to get to 25.
hopefully, I actually just got hired in another place. I have to actually go right now and do the drug test.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully,
And
yeah,
hopefully that
Yeah.
goes out well.
Yeah,
because
congrats
that
on
just
that.
literally doubled my income overnight.
Heck yeah.
Wow. Congrats, man.
Wow.
Cool. What's you guys' YouTube channel then? My kids watch. I don't really do it, but my kids.
It's called Chase After the Right Price.
Chase After the Right Price.
Let me see if I got a YouTube.
Well, you're pretty
public.
fair about that, dude. That's how you get.
I want
people.
continued business,
I want to.
and I
If you were
want-
to, I wouldn't even like my house. So.
No, I
So
understand
that's,
that.
you're doing the right model because you would have never gotten this
Yeah.
if you didn't weren't cool.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the only
you
way
guys
to
are a
run
little bit
business, the
different.
way I see it, at least in a successful manner. So
No,
that's how I try to do it. Alright, so we just made a quick little detour to the video game store, and I got some sealed games. So got Zelda, Twilight Princess HD, $100. A little on the higher end, but I think I'll potentially send that off in my next WADA shipment. And then also Jeopardy for Genesis sealed for 25. The seal not in the best shape, but they really never are in Genesis games because I have to seal them with the hang tab and it just doesn't really work out, but the case is immaculate. And then I got a good old Mario 3 for 10. And that.
Zelda
the
Wii U gamepad.
Yes, the beautiful Zelda gamepad with the system and everything. $125. Good deal. That one's worth a little bit more than the standard black, so might even be a double up on that on Amazon. Gotta love it.
Don't look.
Well, we ended up having quite a garage sale day on this Thursday. Super slow day, probably went to 7 or 8 sales, drove many hours to get to the sales. Worked out really well, highlighted by 2 great sales and a meet with a viewer.
We're gonna start with you guys haven't seen what we got from the video game sale really, other than what you saw live, so we'll kind of quantify it for you.
$165 was the first stop. I've got that lined up here. Most of it was on an ask. Well, maybe about 10 of the games were sitting out that the first person that cleared all the best stuff left. But then he brought out stuff like Twisted Metal 3 on top, Legend of Dragoon, which is complete. This stuff was out, like the Avengers, the Skyrim, all marked at a couple bucks each. Like, look at that, it's just cool to see games. Harvest Moon, PS4, $2. Dragon Quest Builder, $3.
And we thought it was going to be super highly priced.
Yes, based on the ad, it just seemed like it would be very high. So I couldn't believe, like, Resident Evil 4, $5. It's really, really reasonable prices. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was like 5 or 7. Wild Arms 3 was one in the ask that came out, which is really awesome. There's the Lord of the Rings Third Age, and then the GTA double pack. So all of that. We also got this brand new link cable. Unfortunately, it's not Nintendo brand, but it is still pretty cool. 16 Disney Infinities, those were $1 a piece, including Hulkbuster and others. We got the Vita holder, also in this first bundle.
With the Vita? Well,
first that was in the second part. The Thomas the Train set here was $25. And, oh yeah, we got the cameras. So the $5 Ricoh, that's worth about $50. The Mamiya C220, $30, but this is going for, in a little bit better shape, $400. So we're going to conservatively call this $250 value, which is crazy. And then the Canon AE1, marked $5. That's all day, 80 to 100 bucks. So this was a heck of a first stop. $165 all in, potential value maybe probably like 600 with the cameras.
Yeah.
So insane. We were thrilled. We didn't even get the best games that were there. Somebody else got those. He walked out with them and the systems.
Yeah.
And we just went with it, made the connection. And on one of the offers, when he brought out more games, he said $2 a game. We had 12. And I said, no, I could do 50 for the stack. I said they're worth more than that. And he was like, okay. And I want to treat people with integrity, and I also want to gain their trust in order to be able to get more stuff and to continue the business in the future. And that is exactly how it worked out today, because we came back and we got even more stuff. Spent $425 on the second trip. We went in the basement, and he kept on saying, like, I don't normally do this. Like, you guys are just different. I don't, like, he was like, I don't know what am I doing right now?
Yeah, we didn't record much because...
Yeah, we just want to be respectful.
Yeah.
But he said he didn't care, so we might have gotten a few shots.
Yeah, I picked up a little bit of video.
So he actually found out through the viewer that we bought from that we're YouTubers, and knew that when we came back, and he was like, yeah, that makes sense, and you guys are great, so I'm cool with anything you want to do. So it just really worked out well. But got this Vita bundle. It's got the system. Haven't even checked how big that SD card is. Borderlands 2, Hot Shots Golf, Jak and Daxter. Vita stuff is really high. That's like at $50 or $60 right now. And then Mod Nation Racers. And he didn't really want to sell much, but I was like, well, I mean, I'll give you fair prices for it. I said, how about 120 bucks for the Vita bundle? He was like, yeah, I can do that. And then he had a big GameCube bundle. He had a lot more than what we got. He wasn't going to come off a lot of it. But I said, I've grabbed 3 games similar to these 3, and I think Mario Kart was in place of this. I said, how about 100 bucks for just these 3? And I think he was pretty shocked by that. And he didn't want to sell Mario Kart, so I said, well, let's try this one and this one and this one. We ended on Luigi's Mansion. I don't know if any of them have manuals, but I still ponied up, paid $100, wanted to be as fair as possible and also gain some trust. So Mario Party 5 does have the manual. We saw what he paid for it years ago. $100 there. We moved on. Dark Cloud 2, I said, how about 15? I said, if it had the manual, I could do 20. Doesn't have manual, but paid 15 bucks for that.
Said 15 on the condition we play it. He really tried to sell
really wants me to play it, and the game sounds awesome, so that one's going in the game room right after this. And then this is just a case, a throw-in. This was a Wii game for $1. I don't know. Pokey Park. Mushroom Men. So I made a stack of further stuff that he brought out, which included, highlighted by Pokemon Soul Silver, which is complete, and 3 DS systems in rush shape, plus this motion controller, and these PS3 games here. So at that point I said, well, we're at $275 in our total now. How about I do $125 for this stuff? He said, how about $150? I said, sure. So we ended at $425 at the last part of the sale. Great deals. I mean, obviously I had to pay up, but I wouldn't have got anything if I didn't pay up. And if I didn't initially pay up and pay more than what he was asking to gain his trust. And I forgot, probably even the best part of this, which it looks like he paid $1 for this game a long time ago at a garage sale. Bionic Commando. I gotta be careful because this is more of a gem than I realized at the time. With the manual, immaculate condition, quite a rare game. Goes for about $90 for the cartridge only. And then the Final Fantasy VII guide, got that bundled together for $40. So that was insane and amazing. And then I'm not even sure how close we've talked about this stuff, but $21 for everything here. The cases were free. This jewelry box looks kind of silver. I don't know if it is or not, but it was $1, and then $20 for the cameras. We looked up the Taz camera after the fact, and we weren't surprised by the fact that it's going for $80 to $120. If it's tested and working, $120. If it's untested, $80. But it is a beautiful piece and a rare camera, and we got it for a great price. And then there's 2 of these. I haven't looked these up yet. I was gonna look those up with you guys. CCD TRV 16. So that's how you look up the Sony Handycams. There's always a number on the bottom of them, well, letters and numbers, and that is what you gotta look up. So I'm just gonna type in CCD-TRV 16. Almost always Sony Handycams are worth a little bit, usually because people have home videotapes and their camera breaks, they need a replacement. They come onto eBay, and looks like we did well. A couple bundles right at the top, 140, 145, 76, 120, 175, 100, 31, that one's a fluke, 150, 129, 205. So conservatively, 100, 200, 280, plus the cases in the thing, $300 value, $21 spent. That's insane. What a day. 7 garage sales, and we came out with all this basically because of 2 of them. And it worked out great. Absolutely thrilled.
The power of the ask and the power of being nice.
Yeah. Just being kind, being, you know, don't offer $20 on a Vita bundle if they ask you to make the offer. Come up strong, and since I came up strong on this and the other stuff, I think that's why we got the other stuff. And he actually literally told us that. He was like, you guys gained my trust. He took a business card. He's going to forward that on to some of his friends and hopefully
that's the coolest thing.
Get even more continued business. And I just feel really blessed to be able to get all this stuff on a rainy Thursday where we didn't really expect to get much. But obviously it turned out extremely well. That's going to be it for this one. Comment down below. What was your favorite find? We had a variety of really cool finds today. So which item on this table was your favorite? I'm actually curious because I don't even know right now in my head what my favorite was. It was just a lot of cool stuff.
I think mine's that camera.
The Taz one or this one?
This one.
This one?
Just
Yeah,
because
that is
like
super cool.
the first listings for it were like $600-700.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of people list them as like super mint. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
so those that like clean them up and fully test them, they're getting $600 for that thing. So that's insane. We don't really expect to get that, but still, great score. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you made it this far, hit the like button, and remember, keep chasing that right price. We'll see you next time.